Hello, my name is Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we have another new artist alert for the channel. Yes, we're headed all the way back to 1970 and 1971 to listen to Refugees and A Plague of Lighthouse Keepers by English progressive rock band Graaf Generator. And this one comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, Steve from New Jersey. So thank you so much, Steve, for all your support. Really appreciate it. And for leading me to this band finally. They have been on my list since basically the beginning of the channel, it seems. So forever ago, and I'm glad to finally discover them. Okay, we'll start with Refugees. Comes from The Least We Can Do Is Wave to Each Other, their second studio album, which reached number 47 in the UK. The song explores themes of longing, finding solace, and seeking a sense of home, using various geographic directions and emotional experiences to tell the story. Let's check it out. Beautiful.
Earth was somewhere years ago and cold. Ice locked the people's hearts and made them old. South was birth to pleasant lands, but dry. Depths and played my mind. East was dawn coming alive in the golden sun. The winds came gently, several heads became one. In the summertime, the August people sneered. Sometimes hand in hand, between the thin lines marking sea and sand. Smiling very peacefully, we began to notice that we could be free, and we moved together. West is where all days will someday end, where the colors turn from gray to gold, and you can be with the friends. And light flakes the golden clouds up above. West is Mike and Susie, West is where I love. rest. Smiles on our faces will go. Yes, and our apologies to those who'll never really know the way. We're refugees walking away from the life that we've known and loved. Nothing to do, no say, nowhere to stay. Now we are alone. We're refugees carrying all we own in brown bags tied up with string. Nothing to think, it doesn't mean a thing, but we'll be happy on our own. West is Mike and Susie. West is Mike and Susie. West is where I love. West is refugees
Wow, interesting ride. Beautiful. So many soft, vulnerable, delicate moments. So many emotions, but a lot of positivity, a lot of hope, a lot of joy. The whole song kind of felt like a grand finale feel in a musical story, a musical journey. Again, that happy ending, I don't know all the words, but I think when they made it to the West is where they find their home, their solace, their solidarity, something like that, based on what I read. Beautiful vocals, plenty of beautiful melodies, instrumentation. Wow, what an introduction to this band. I'm pretty sure I don't know anything by them. This was beautiful. Yeah, such a pleasant song, such a pleasant journey. So we have this beautiful, magical opening. I think we got a flute, definitely heard the cello going on, sounding amazing, probably another instrument or two. Already, I'm in a faraway time and place. I love being transported in music. This one definitely did it. Then I got to enjoy the super delicate and high vocals of Peter Hamill to fit the music perfectly. I feel like I've heard him somewhere before on the channel, obviously not with this band, but with someone else, some other artist or band, so you guys can let me know, I'm sure. Yeah, I try to catch some of the lyrics. The use of north, east, and west, I don't think they included south in the song, and I heard some of the seasons, I heard summer being said. All of that really gives it a journey type of feel, a storytelling type of feel. Complete success there. I really appreciated and zoned in on the drumming on this one by Guy Evans. Very strong, powerful, especially those fast moments. Interesting drum processing as well, especially when it was on the right. I don't know if it was on the right the whole song or if it moved around in the mix, but that was interesting, kind of a bookend with the cello on the left working together. Again, the song so mellow, yet so much hope, kind of comforting, joyous. Just a mellow joy, nothing too extravagant. And again, a grand finale feel for sure. And I believe we have Nick Potter doing bass on this one. It was so warm. It had a huge presence throughout the song. I was noticing it big time, so kudos to Nick for that. A surprising reference, I was getting slight Piano Man vibes by, of course, Billy Joel, around the 60% mark. I think due to the vocal melody, the vocal cadence for sure, and of course the general storytelling vibe. So a very nice reference. Billy, of course, a master. And then towards the end of the song, more powder soft, vulnerable moments in his voice. I just love that when an artist When a singer becomes so vulnerable, it really goes straight to my heart and soul. It was sublime. And I also love the backing vocal, kind of choir-like sounds, building up in the coda. That was beautiful, just added to the song. Again, a strong, pleasant journey for sure. So I'll give this one 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for Refugees by Graaf Generator 1970. All right, am I ready for one of their biggest epics? Maybe their biggest, I have no idea. We'll see. On to A Plague of Lighthouse Keepers. Comes from Pawn Hearts, their 4th studio album, which reached number 1 in Italy. Nice. This is a 23-minute, 10-part suite that covers all of side 2. The song explores themes of isolation, despair, and the search for meaning through the metaphor of a lighthouse keeper navigating the storms of life, ultimately reflecting on the interconnectedness of all life experiences. Sounds intense. It's long. I'm sure I'm going to love it. Great instruments on it, I think. So let's get right into it. Moody and evocative already.
Waiting for my savior, storms tear me limb from limb. My fingers feel like seaweed. I'm so far out, I'm too far in. I am a lonely man. My solitude is true. My eyes have borne stark witness, and now my nights are numbered too. I've seen the smiles on dead hands, the stars shine, but they're not for me.
I think I hear saxophone.
Prophesy disaster, and then I count the cost. I shine, but shining, dying. I know that I am almost lost. On the table lies my paper, and my tower is built on stone. I only have my scissors. I only have a test home. I've been the witness, and the seal of death lingers in the molten wax that is my head. When you see the skeletons of sailing ships far sinking low, you begin to wonder if the points of all the ancient myths are solemnly directed straight at you.
Go flute. The music is alive. Those sounds feel like ships. Everything feels so lonely here. Lots of darkness.
Time now for contrition, the time for that's long past. The walls are thin as tissue, and if I talk I'll crack the glass. So I only think on how it might have been, locked in silent monologue, in silent scream. I'm too tired to speak, and as the waves crash on the beam, the stones on the tower is not to breathe.
Same singer, wow.
Pinpoint me in the light. The only life I feel at all is the presence of the night.
So much saxophone in this one. Very animated. Great bass tone also. Sounds like a double bass, I don't know. A nice water-like flow here for me. Wow.
Would you catch the final words of mine? Would you catch my words? I know that there's no time. I know that there's no right. I don't want to wait. I just want to grow. Why can't I let me live and be free? But I die very slowly alone. I know no more ways. I am so afraid. Myself won't let me just be myself, and so I am completely alone. Maelstrom of my memory is a vampire and it feeds on me. Now staggering madly over the brink I fall.
Very intense. Did he say maelstrom of memories? Makes sense with that last section.
Lighthouses might house the key, but can I reach the door?
back.
I want to walk on the sea so that I may better find a shore. But how can I ever keep my feet dry? I scan the horizon. I must keep my eyes on all parts of me. Looking back on the years, it seems that I have lost my way. Like a dog in the night, I've run to a manger. Now I am the stranger I stay in. Oh well. All of the grief I have seen leaves me chasing solitary peace. But I hold experience in my head. I'm too close to the light. I don't think I see right, for I blind me.
So many dark moments.
Where God guides my hand, how can the hands of others reach me? Where can I find what I grow for? Who is going to teach me? I am in the only we don't see any way out of here. I should see how to be history. Chance has lost my Guinevere. I don't want to be one way in the water, but sea will drag me deep. One more haggard drown me! I can see the landings coming, but I know I'm just a man. Do I join or do I find out which cat is the best I made?
of course.
Oceans drifting sideways, I am pulled into the spell. I feel you around me. I know you well. Slice horizons where the lines stand much too stark. I feel I am drowning, hands stretch in the dark. Camps of panoply and majesty, what is freedom of choice? Where do I stand in the pageantry? Whose is my voice? It doesn't feel so very bad now. I think the end is the start. Begin to feel very glad now. All things are apart. All things are apart. All things are apart.
And it's over. As quick as it started. A lot of dark moments, a lot of bizarre moments in this journey. And they kind of put that bizarre touch right at the end there. Even though the coda was full of hope. I'll talk more about that at the end. But so intense in many sections. Especially that one. You know what I'm talking about. We'll get to that later. So back to the beginning. I really love the beginning vocal processing. We get more powder soft falsetto vocals from Peter, sounding great. Then pretty soon after that, we're getting these huge, intense, almost angry, theatrical, stylized, and deeper vocals by Peter. I'm like, okay, it's going to be that type of song, that type of journey. He's going to show off multiple voices. Very impressive. I love the hypnotic, slow flow to it all, at least in the first part. I mentioned it felt like I was in waters, in calm waters. That was great. But, lots of changes, of course. In an epic like this, that was expected. We get some big, bold, rock theatrical moments. I'm like, okay, it's going to be theatrical as well. Makes sense. And then one of the next sections, definitely a top song moment. And I'm pretty sure it's my favorite part of the song when everything first cuts out. And we only get that super intriguing flute melodies, stuttering, fluttering around. And then I don't know what else was being played. I couldn't even tell if it was a keyboard or a guitar, maybe something else. But it was very memorable. And then we get these dark, big blasts of sound. So intense, so ominous. I mentioned they sounded like ship horns. I don't know if they were meant to represent that, but that whole section, just very captivating. Then I think after that, we get that quiet church organ solo section. That was so hypnotic, so beautiful as well, a bit dark. Just so many memorable moments in this one, like that really interesting kind of stuttering, almost arpeggiated vocal moment, whatever was happening there with Peter's voice. Really cool. Never heard anything quite like that. Very interesting. Then later we get this really big rock and saxophone section, I'll call it. I was getting vibes of Chicago. Peter's vocals here just tearing up the space, having this really intense, scratchy, tearing quality. Again, his versatility, amazing on this one. Then towards the 50% mark, I wrote down, is this theatrical jazz rock? Because I started getting elements of jazz amidst all that theatrics and rock. That was interesting, a really nice blend, kind of unusual. It seems like the musical chaos is in full swing by this point. It really feels like we're in the head of this lighthouse keeper in a huge moment of crisis. Again, don't know the full story, but that's what I got out of it on first listen. Also, there were so many types of vocal processing in this one, and that was wonderful to hear and a great way to distinguish each of the sections from each other. Really enjoyed that as well. I really enjoyed the unique and plentiful use of saxophones in this one. By this point, I'm like, oh, the sax is starting to feel like maybe an imaginary friend or just a part of his mind that's kind of following him through all these parts of his journey, all these emotions in his mind. The sax was kind of there as a companion, we'll say, to just follow him on this intense journey. That's what I got out of the saxophone. Yes, there were other instruments, but that one just hit me a little different. That wonderful saxophone, and again, those interesting parts that were written for it. Then soon after, we get that hugely intense, insane section. Wow, didn't see that coming. I'm calling it the circus madness section because it had very much big circus vibes, like dark circus vibes. I'm like, this part is rivaling Pink Floyd's The Wall as far as the levels of intensity and insanity. It felt like I was on a rapid, scary life carnival ride, and I couldn't get off. Just extreme intensity. One of the most intense moments on the channel for sure as far as the music. It really felt like the music and my mind were just spinning super fast, out of control, very intense. And then, boom, it all stops. One of the biggest 180s I've ever heard. Insane. We just get all of a sudden this piano and voice, and there's no transition. It just immediately goes from one section to the other. One of the hugest turns on the channel for sure. And after all that intensity, I'm so happy that we get pure hope and resolution, in that final section and the final lyrics. To me, it was total resolution after that big, emotional, dark journey. It felt like a huge weight has been lifted, off of the lighthouse keeper and off of me as well as I was going on the journey with him. I love that really strong, it sounded like an organ and a guitar riff combined together. Very nice moment there. Once again, at the end, I see the light, the sun, and it's very bright and full of warmth. What a way to end this journey. Wow. So 2 excellent songs to introduce me to this great band. This one's getting the Epic Platinum Record Award, absolutely, for A Plague of Lighthouse Keepers by Graaf Generator, 1971. And thank you so very much, the amazing Peter Hamill, David Jackson, Hugh Banton, Nick Potter, Guy Evans, Mike Hurwitz, Robert Fripp, and of course, Steve from New Jersey. All right, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about these two amazing songs, I would love to know what you think. Maybe some more of your favorites by Graaf Generator. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.